The Nintendo Switch has been out for a few days now, and while everyone is still enjoying Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, I've been working on the must-have accessory guide for new Switch owners. So here's a little shopping guide to get the best use out of your brand new Nintendo Switch with these cool new accessories, and if you see something you'd like in the video, I'll have them linked in the description down below. The Nintendo Switch only has 32GB of internal storage, and you can only really use 26GB of that storage. If you buy Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild digitally, that's going to take up 13.4GB of storage, already using up half of your system storage. So buying a microSD card is a smart buy. I opted for the Samsung 128GB microSD card on Amazon for only $40, but there are a few alternatives at different prices and different sizes in terms of memory, so I'll have those links in the description down below. But definitely pick up a microSD card, it's probably one of the best options or purchases you can make for your new Switch. Now you don't want to scratch your new Nintendo Switch on the go, so pick up a carrying case for it. I got this PDP Nintendo Switch Premium case for about $15 on Amazon. The case is nice and sturdy and it really does help out when carrying your Switch in a backpack or in a messenger bag, and it keeps it pretty much safe without any scratches. Besides being able to hold your Nintendo Switch, there's a total of 14 game card slots for physical cartridges. If you buy physically, you can hide them there. And there's even a free microfiber cleaning cloth with some nice Nintendo Switch branding on it too. So a nice little bonus if you do end up getting this carrying case, and it's pretty cheap, so why not? The Nintendo Switch uses USB-C for its charging port, making it really easy to buy extra charging cables for it that aren't directly from Nintendo. So I do recommend on buying some extra USB-C cables. I have one USB-C to USB-C cable and another USB-C to USB-A cable for charging my Nintendo Switch. I prefer the USB-C to USB-C cable because it does allow for higher voltage outputs, so if you do connect your Switch to a charger with the USB-C to USB-C connector, it should charge a little bit faster than using a regular USB cable. With those cables, I recommend getting a battery bank so you can keep your Nintendo Switch charged on the go. I personally use this beef of a battery bank from Aki. It's a 30,000 mAh battery with a ton of features. There's two USB ports, a micro USB port for charging the bank, and more importantly, a USB-C port for both charging the bank and charging USB-C devices like the Nintendo Switch. The USB-C port on this battery will let us charge our Switch a bit faster than a battery bank just using a regular USB port. Aki even gives you a 24-month warranty on the battery, so if something happens to it, you're pretty much covered. And it even supports Qualcomm quick charging for anyone that wants to use this with their newer smartphones that have USB-C. Not to mention that the 30,000 mAh battery will charge your system while you play it for long periods of time. For reference, the Switch has a 4300 mAh battery, and this battery has 30,000. Now it really does suck that the Nintendo Switch doesn't support Bluetooth headphones because it technically does have Bluetooth, it just doesn't support headphones. But here's something you can do to sort of work around that. You can pick up this Bluetooth transmitter dongle. This isn't the prettiest looking thing, but what you can do is connect it to the headphone jack on your Nintendo Switch and turn it on to send the audio signal from your Switch over to a Bluetooth audio output device. The Bluetooth dongle alone costs about $20 and it pretty much works with anything with a headphone jack that doesn't support Bluetooth already. So you can get many other uses out of it besides using it on your Nintendo Switch. But it definitely does come in handy when you want to listen to your Switch while it's docked and you're really far away from it. Now of course you're going to need some Bluetooth headphones to go with your Bluetooth dongle, and I use the Sony NDR XB950 Bluetooth headphones. Now these are some pretty pricey headphones and you can use pretty much any other pair of Bluetooth headphones, so if you do have a pair of Bluetooth headphones already, you can just buy the dongle by itself and use the headphones you have already with the Switch. These headphones in particular though are over-the-ear headphones that connect via Bluetooth but also give you the option to connect with a wire. They're pretty well designed and music playback on them is crisp and clear. There's music controls on the ear cups along with the bass boost button if you want to get that extra bass kick in your games. Overall, I really like these headphones and I think you get what you pay for when you buy them, so I'll have them linked in the description down below with a few other alternatives if you want to get some cheaper ones too. If you want to game online and have the best possible connection, you're going to need to get yourself a LAN adapter. The adapter connects to the USB port on your Nintendo Switch dock and it lets you connect to the internet via an Ethernet cable for a much more stable connection when connecting online with your Switch. Now here's a little secret, you can even do this in portable mode if you wanted to. It's not the most convenient way to connect, but it's possible. All you need to do is get a USB-C to Ethernet port or a USB-C to USB port for your LAN adapter. Like I said, it's probably going to be a mess of cables to connect it while in portable mode, but you have that option if you want to do so. Lastly, you gotta get yourself a Nintendo Switch Pro controller. Now these are a bit pricey at $70, but the build quality and ergonomics of the controller definitely feel what you pay for. This controller adds analog triggers to your Switch's control scheme while providing a more modern way to play your games on the Switch either in TV mode or in tabletop mode. Add in the gyroscope controls and an NFC reader for your amiibo inside the controller and you got yourself the perfect controller for the Nintendo Switch. And those are the best accessories I've been using for the Nintendo Switch as of lately that I recommend you check out if you just bought one as well. Do consider dropping a like on the video if you enjoyed this type of content, because I love making these sort of buyer's guides, but not sure how they tend to do with the audience, so let me know if you guys enjoy them. If you have any questions about the accessories in this video or recommendations for other accessories, be sure to leave them in the comment section down below. And if you saw anything you want in this video, it'll be linked in the description down below as well. Thank you all very much for watching, hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.